And we are live once again. Gonna see who comes in for a little bit. I'm actually kind of like not sure what to do. It's a little bit frustrating actually, but I'll wait for at least, well, I don't want to get too cocky. I'll see if there's like 5 people that come in, maybe 4 or 5 people. And then I'll start explaining the slight dilemma that I'm having. Cleaning my glasses in case you're wondering what I'm doing down there. Get your mind out of the gutter. I like these glasses only because they're comfortable. Definitely not the way they look. But for some reason they get dirtier than my other glasses. But then the other ones leave like nose prints. Yeah, I want to try something kind of not funny, but I just want to see what it would be like if I ever did sometimes do live streams with just chatting and no gaming if I'm getting stressed out and I can't think of a game to play for that stream. I know it's doable because there's people out there just as boring as me, and they're getting thousands of people in their live streams at a time. Hello, Seabad, how's it going? Mind you, these people also have millions of subscribers. And proportionately speaking, they're getting as many views as I am. Like per million, if you know what I mean by that. So, but yeah. Yes, indeed, again. Yeah, so I've just kind of been like, not stressing out in a bad way. I've just been kind of like blah. I've just been kind of like really, you know? I'm going to exit this for a couple of minutes. I've been playing this game so much, it's starting to... I'm starting to get a bit bored, to be honest with you. It's not a good feeling. At all. I don't have my WoW account paid for. And it's really bizarre, but sometimes I like going on my trial account and just logging in and kind of going for like a little adventure. It's really odd, I get that. But that's kind of what I feel like doing at the moment, just while I'm thinking about what I want to do. I was going to say, where's the sound? Because I'm still trying to figure out like one of my main go-to games that I can, again, literally go to play when I'm streaming. And everything still keeps pointing back to the world of Warcraft. The problem being is, like I've said before... Oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Ah, that feels good. Whereabouts am I? I am over there. I am going to go on a dangerous adventure on my level 10 character. I'm going to go down this way, then left. This is so weird playing a... what I call a cheap character. Like one of my low-B characters there. I'm so not used to like riding on the ground. I'm just used to like flying everywhere. But you know, some of the benefits of this video game, I know I'm just talking to myself at the moment. I enjoy it. I never, ever tire of this game. 16 years I've been playing this shite. I never, ever get bored of it. That, to me, is an absolute bonus. Exactly. It runs well on... It runs well on my computer. That's always a good thing, right? So I can actually play the game. You know, whereas some other ones, I can't quite do that properly. Let me just figure something out here. I know I'm only level 10. Right, I can cheap shot. I can eviscerate, crimson vial. Oh, yeah, I might as well put the eviscerate in there. I don't think I have anything else. No, I don't. Outlaw. Yeah, so that's kind of like why I keep going back to this game. You know? Like right now I'm not subscribed, like I said, but I figure if I try to manage my time better, and if there's not much going on, like with new games coming out, like if there's no Spider-Mans, no Assassin's Creeds, no Cyberpunks, right? Those games come and go. You play them for, you know, a week, a couple of weeks, you finish the game. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. It's not so lonesome in here. I'm just kind of talking to myself about how I'm stressing out. I really want my channel, naturally, for obvious reasons, to grow. I want more views. I want my channel to kind of explode a little bit more. Not PewDiePie explode, but just like, you know what I mean? And I'm freaking out because, especially this time of year, this is my second year, or this will be my third year, like all the way at the end of the year. So I'm only in, my second year. And it was the same thing last January. I was panicking because there's just not a lot of games that come out, right? Look at Cyberpunk. That was, oh, and then kaboom, it's dead. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, oh, and then kaboom. Watch Dogs, boom, kaboom. Spider-Man, boom. Call of Duty, kaboom. Get it? But that's that time of year. What do I do at the beginning of a year? There's not much coming out. Okay, so Hitman's coming out, whoopee shit. You play that for a couple of weeks, and then what? Then what do you go on to, right? That's the part that freaks me out. That's the part that's like, what do I do? Hey, Nick. How's it going? Just stressing out. That's the part, like I said, where I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's all fine and dandy that I play Call of Duty. But if I could be perfectly honest with you, I'm kind of getting bored. I feel like that might be too loud. Whatever, we'll just see. If it's too loud... 65, I'll just turn it down if it's too loud. I kind of feel like with Call of Duty, even though I'm starting to do what I consider decent for myself compared to how I normally perform, this is it, but I'm not paying for it. It's 20 bucks a month. I'm not saying I can't afford it, but sometimes, disgustingly enough, that $20 can be enough some months for me to be like, is it worth me spending it if I'm not going to play that much? Because then I'm going to feel like I have to get my money's worth out of it. And that's not a nice feeling. I forget if I have that flight path. You know what? Let's go get it. So I'm playing on my level 10 character. You're allowed to play on your account on characters level 10 and under. In case you're wondering, well, if you're not subscribed, how are you playing, right? It will get up eventually. I've followed the Night Sky Prince Final Fantasy content right for 5 years, and he's blown up on YouTube, and his goal is to move up to Twitch. Nice. Hey, Pedro, Miranda, how's it going? Are you new to the channel? I mean, I'm all right. It's just, but I am kind of like annoyed. And the main reason I'm annoyed is because my favorite game in the world. Oh, I can't vanish either. You little bastards. This is more or less my favorite game in the world. You're looking at it right now. It's World of Warcraft. It's been like that for 16.5 years. That's pretty damn consistent. So you might be thinking to yourself, well then just play that. But it's complicated. Yes, I am. Hey, at least your connection is working better. I mean, it generally is, to be honest with you. 99% of the time I'm streaming, the connection is good. It's on the initial click of the button on my streaming software that it's not always good. And then I gotta shut it down, sometimes restart my computer, and then finally click accept on YouTube, so you never know the hardships I have to go through beforehand to get a good connection. And I am on a wired 1 gigabyte internet connection. Those are just some of the unfortunate issues I'm having with YouTube. I don't have these issues with anything else. So the problem that comes with Call of Duty is, to be quite frank, I'm fucking bored. I'm not gonna lie. It's Christ. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's run. You die. You sprint back. You die. You kill a couple people. You die. And I find the pacing of the game gets broken up too much. So we could joke around and say, well, get good, motherfucker. Quit dying. And you won't have to run back. You know, like you're here, you run, you die, you're gonna start back. Like you keep getting pushed back, and it's breaking the flow of my shit when I'm on a roll and I'm getting shit going. That's the part that drives me nuts. Whereas with this game, not to be cocky, I don't really die. Like when I'm decently geared, I don't really die. I join a battleground and it's like I'm a demigod. Let's be real. That's just how it is. I get 50 fucking kills and I die 0 times to 3 times a match. Sorry, but that's appealing to me. Right? It's kind of hard not to. There's no flow breaking there. Or pace breaking. Right? You're in a big battle, you keep dying, you gotta spawn back at your corpse, run back, right? It's very redundant. And even though I'm getting a decent amount of kills in Call of Duty, it's fucking up my pacing. And I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it, to be honest with you. You play Cold War? Yeah, I'm not saying it's not fun. What you end up picking. True. Oh, City Sky. I didn't pick any. I'm being too cheap. Yeah, I've played Battlefield. It's fun. It's kind of the same thing, though. Hey, Cody, how's it going? So that's kind of like where I'm at when... Oh, I'm over here. Ah, okay, I am over there. Thunder... Oh, I see what's going on. There's supposedly a flight path. Okay. It's kind of a... Don't mind me, it's kind of been a desolation hold. Do I not have that? That is some messed up shit. Okay, well, let's go get that then. Let me take my sweater. I keep getting cold, and then after a while, for some reason, I get warm. Hey, Lornal. Yeah, so what's a... Again, I know I'm rambling on about the same thing. I love World of Warcraft. I never get bored of World of Warcraft, but it's a huge time sink. You can't just, like, not play the game for a while and go back to it. All your strikes, your attacks won't do as much damage after a certain amount of time. You can't just play the game casually for a half hour at a time here and there. You gotta probably... I want to say you probably have to sink in, rather. I want to say a good hour or two a day, right? Minimum, to kind of like keep up with it. Then there's all the dailies, right? Like I was doing with my druid there that I can't play because I'm not paying for WoW right now. But I mean, apart from that, I'm having fun. It's easy to like venture around. Ooh, what's going to happen, right? Big open world PvP. I don't get that with Call of Duty. It's almost like Call of Duty is too hardcore, if that makes any sense. It's almost too fast-paced, especially for live streaming. Right? Oh, thanks, Nick. I try to be, but I can be a real asshole to people that come in trying to troll me. Yeah, Phil of the future. Right now I'm trying to think in the present what the blue hell I should do, right? I found you when I needed to get the money. Oh, for SnowRunner game. Love how you just said thing. Yeah, yeah. I try to pride myself on that. I'm someone that, let's get this flight path, sorry. I'm someone that doesn't always have the easiest time explaining himself. I have really bad ADHD and OCD. I make things out more complicated than what they are. And sometimes I have a hard time getting to the point, but when I make my videos, especially when they're instructional videos, I try to, right off the hop, never mind the small talk. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm sponsored by blah 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 blah. Make sure if you like the video, it's like, just get to the goddamn point. Save the rambling for after. After say all that shit, you know what I mean? Plus, if someone watched your entire video, and then you say, you know, if you like the video, you can subscribe and all that. Oh, I didn't want to go there. You'll have a higher chance of them wanting to subscribe to you anyways, if they made it all the way to the end of your damn video. Right? So that's all I'm saying. So I do try to do that. Get to the point, say what I gotta say. And then after, if I feel the need to ramble on for a half hour about nothing, I don't feel bad, if that makes any sense, because at least you got what you came for. You don't feel like you gotta stick around for all the bullshit to get what you wanted. So that's what I try to do, and I'm not gonna lie, that's not always easy for me to explain things so that they're not complicated, especially when you have ADHD like I do. You think of 2 million different ways to explain something, right? I love Call of Duty too. You have ADHD as well? Oh, I don't feel bad. But no, you know what I mean though? Like, because I am someone that can talk your ear off, and your hair and everything else. Like, it's wild. I definitely have the gift of gab. You know what I mean? Like some people have told me before. I do definitely have that. Some positive notes about World of Warcraft. You know, if I did try to find a way to make this my main go-to game for live streams in between when there isn't anything else going on. Yeah, it's just that I never get bored of it. There's always something to do. Always. Right? Like I said, me rinsing, repeating, running down the same 3 corridors in Call of Duty. I'm not saying it's boring. I want to clarify, I'm not saying I'm bored of Call of Duty. I'm talking about doing it 4 hours a day or whatever, and having that as the main game for my live streams. While I'm also in the middle of a match, it's hard for me to interact with people. We can laugh and go, oh, this guy's only got not even 10 people in his live stream. But look how much shit's going on in the goddamn chat. Right? 5, 6 people in the chat, yet look at all the... Look at the chat going. It's hard to keep up with that if I'm trying to, like, prevent myself from getting headshotted every 5 seconds in Call of Duty. I find a lot of the pros that are really good at Call of Duty, people are watching them not for that interaction one-on-one, right? They're watching them because they're watching a player that's really good, that's going to get 40 kills in a match and only die 3 or 4 times, or whatever the average stats are, right? They're watching it for being in awe of how good the player is, right? Whereas me, I'm trying to compensate for not being a good player by trying to increase the one-on-one interaction, right? And then if I ever get famous and there's 10,000 people in the live stream, well then, fuck it. I can't keep up at that point, right? I'm around the same, Phil, I guess. It's why my channel hasn't grown. But it's so odd, I had my cousin make one video and instantly get 100 plus subs, right? While I've made unboxing, finished a few PS4 exclusives, and I barely have 12. Yeah. Oh, there is, absolutely. Safe zones in WoW. Any, plus I'm knowledgeable about the game, so I feel confident talking about it. So any server that you join, it's no longer like it used to be back in the old days. And you'll notice that this is what passion is. I can talk to you about a game I've been playing for almost 17 years and talk to you about it like I'm just discovering it for the first time. I'm all like, oh, and you can do this. And I always get really excited to share information with people about this game if they don't know much about it. It's not like, oh, here we go again, 17 years of explaining to people the same old shit. Like, I never tire of it, right? Anyways, the servers, there's no longer like PvP servers and PvE servers. Any server you join, you can turn on and off at will the world PvP, and you'll get instanced in your own world. So if you turn off the PvP, you'll see everybody else that also chickened out of the PvP, right? So any of those zones at that point are safe. If you are in a PvP zone, there are what's called sanctuary zones where you can't be attacked. What is ADHD? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. It's unlimited adrenaline. And definitely. Because you can have attention deficit disorder and just be like this, like, hey guys, how's it? Oh, there's a fly over there. What time is it? Oh, I'm streaming, I forgot. ADD, right? ADHD is, hey, so I was thinking of doing this today. Oh, and did you see that over there? Hey guys, so check it out, I was playing this game and, oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, wait, over there. Huh? Like your brain's just like, brrr. You've probably seen it with me. Even though I'd like to think I'm a fairly, like, laid-back kind of guy. Like, I'm not like PewDiePie or, you know, some of those crazy people. There's still a part of me that's still very, oh, you know what I mean? And that's the hyperactivity part of my brain. Doesn't bother me at all. That's why I sweat and I get like really warm just sitting and doing nothing. Because my brain's like on fire, right? Firing at 100 miles an hour. I have all these thoughts that go like, I'm thinking 1,000 steps ahead. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do next week, in an hour, what I'm going to watch when I go to bed tonight, what I'm going to browse on my phone at the same time I'm watching TV, all these kinds of things. Sometimes it can give me a little bit of a headache. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming, but nothing to really complain about, to be honest. I have played Call of the Campaign. Call of Duty Campaign. Yeah, I usually do play them a little bit. Yep, I get the same way even at work, yeah. Sorry, what sounds like an indie game knockoff? Oh, Call of the Campaign. I thought it was like a typo. I thought they meant Call of Duty Campaign. Sorry, let me get rid of... There we go. Good. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not really doing much. This is my excuse to not really be doing much. But then again, the stream says that. Mainly chatting, some gaming. You know, it's kind of there, not really. I wouldn't really call this gaming. It's just kind of me reminiscing. I'm making it sound like I haven't played this game in ages, but it feels like it. It's been almost not quite a month, but it's been like a good 2 to 3 weeks since I've actually played like my paid characters. I don't think there's an elevator coming anymore. Yeah, I don't. There used to be an elevator here. In the classic WoW, like before the Cataclysm from years ago. This place used to be 1,000 Needles. It was all sand. And then this was the Shimmering Flats. It actually kind of looked cool. It had like its own sort of unique look to it. But then the Cataclysm came with the dragon, you know, ripped the whole world apart. And then some places that were dry got flooded and vice versa. So that's where we are with this here. Do you drink? No, fuck no. I don't want a heart attack. Yeah, it looks flooded. Oh yeah, big time. I was going to ask you, what in the hell are you doing in that game you are playing? Not much, really. I'm just kind of procrastinating because I couldn't figure out what game to play. It's like I said before, now that there's a few people in here, when there's no Assassin's Creeds, there's no brand new Call of Duty, No new Spider-Man game or Cyberpunk game to come out. What do you do after? I mean, sports games are always good because it's never the same game twice, even though you're doing the same shit, right? So I've thought of doing that, like maybe playing some NHL or some FIFA, stuff like that. Um, like I said, it's always the same thing, but because it's sports, it's a lot more replayable. So I've kind of contemplated that as well. Or some of the more subtle games like simulators, like City Skyline. But, again, I don't know how fun that would be to watch some guy just randomly draw out a city. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. You gotta be shitting me. That's not gonna go well. They must have removed it, and I forgot to put it on. I'm supposed to be able to walk on water with a mount, but I don't have... Are you fucking kidding me? Give me a moment, please, to see if somehow I have it in my bags. What a complete waste of time that was. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, so... Wow, that could have gone like a million times quicker. Instead, we'll just have him swim. See, originally, this mount... See, I always have something to talk about. The Azure Water Strider used to be able to stride on water. It was a sought-out mount because you can roam on water at normal speed, like as if it was land. But in the last expansion, they removed all the mounts that were able to walk on water, and they normalized them. Instead, they gave you the ability to have something called like floating boots or some bullshit name. And it makes it so that when you equip in your tab that I just showed you, all your mounts can walk on water, not just that one. Get it? So it's an improvement. But because I forgot about that, and this is an old character that's on my trial account, like on my main account, anyways, I forgot to get him the boots. So now I'm stuck moving a mile an hour. That's what's happening. Enjoying the views, yeah. Thought there was an invisible wall. Where at? Did you think there was an invisible wall? Do you feel bad about that dude you roast? Oh, no. God, no. If I have someone coming in being malicious, trying to troll me, I never feel bad for what I say. I'm never. That's where I'm a prick, and I'll never sugarcoat it. To me, it's like wrestler talk. It's like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man cutting a promo on each other at WrestleMania 5. I know that was an old match, but I'm just saying. That's how I look at it. I don't even take it seriously, even though what I say, I mean. I don't really give a shit what the people are saying. You know, it's... To me, it's free entertainment. They think they're getting something out of it when, in all reality, my sick, twisted brain, I'm probably getting more out of it than they are. They say don't feed the troll, they'll just keep coming back. I'm like, well, I'm kind of getting something out of this too. I know it's a bad habit in the long run, like I've said. But after streaming for a year this summer, if it ends up that I still average under 10 viewers in my live streams, I might have to do something to shake things up a bit. You know what I mean? To spicing it up. I might have to break some of the conventional rules of, you should really ignore the trolls. No, I might just have to have a troll bashing live stream. The roast of the trolls. I mean, ultimately, look at the character I play. Doesn't get, more trollish than that. I am the troll. Like, my name is Zul'Jinoman. You know what I mean? So, it really doesn't bother me. Yep, this is really slow. I think there's a spot. Yeah, see, you can see all the way down below. So back in the day, there was no sea turtles. They preserved the actual, like, terrain. But yeah, I used to, like, roam around here. I have a lot of memories. Oh, look at that, a big pufferfish. I have a lot of memories of a lot of world PvP I did here. Just pretend like there's no water. It was just, I don't know, it's like very plain looking, but it was, it's very nostalgic, this area. It's one of those hotspots again for world PvP. As you can see now, it's pretty much a dead zone. No one comes to hang out here. There's really, like, not much to do. There's a couple quests here and there, but I mean... At the bridge, most games don't have the balls to do... Say, huh? At the bridge, most games don't have... I'm lost. They don't have the balls. Hey, Stotts. I'm surprised they allowed you to take a dive. Oh, that's just the way the game is. Yeah, you've always been able to do that. This isn't like Grand Theft Auto, where you touch water and you die. So that bridge that I jumped off earlier, right? There used to be an elevator. If I had a paid membership, I would play the World of Warcraft Classic, and I would hop on my, you know, the World of Warcraft Classic, where it's based on the classic World of Warcraft before all the expansions. And I would show you this section. I would show you the world the way it was before. You want to talk about a time sink? That one's even worse than this one. This one, if I could manage my time more efficiently, I'd probably be able to manage. But the pressure of knowing that I have to play fairly regularly, or my damage is going to start falling short at some point, that's the part I don't like. Call of Duty, no matter what I do, my AK-47 is always going to kill you in a couple of hits to the head, right? If I don't play the game for 6 months and I come back, it's not going to take 15 bullets to the head to kill you. That's what would happen in World of Warcraft, though, right? It's an MMO. It's about always, you know, reaching the top. And then once you're geared out, sure, you could take a break for 3 months and not play and you won't have any problems. But then you're not getting to enjoy your character of all the work that you've put in. So it's kind of like a real waste of time again. Oh, finally, some land. Ooh, level 15. Now, let's see what happens. It'll give me a break from having to be on water. I'm not really doing much, to be honest with you. This is a character I'll never level up. I will never level up, sorry. It's predominantly just to dick around. When I'm testing stuff like my connection server to the game, I always check with this game because it's got a built-in like network analyzer or whatever you want to call it. And it's just like right there, just have to mouse over it. So it's kind of cool. Plus sometimes it can kind of help motivate me want to play the game again. Oh, that's not good. These guys are a much higher level than I am. Oh yeah, I'm probably dead. And there it is. I mean, they're level 15. Damn it. It is fun to heckle the hecklers. Whatever that broken elevator, I expected that there would be an invisible wall. I thought it was a game where any water-filled space would be blocked. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it's because it's a part of the lore. Like, I mean, this game's huge. So we were right here, right? Where I was at that elevator was right here. It was called the Great Lift because it used to lift you up. There was an elevator that would go up and down. And at Freewind Post, you used to be able to go on the land, and there was another elevator, and it used to bring you right up. Now, as you can see, that was taken over by some evil NPCs. That's no longer a horde town. It's been taken over. So when the dragon came and tore everything apart and the waters flooded some parts of the map, they kept it. Like, there's still some stuff to do here. Like, there's a quest hub here. There's some quests to do, like, here. There's a few to do here, but it's completely dead compared to what it should have been. And then again, there's this whole section up here, above it, to the left of it. Oh, I missed this flight path right there. Then there's the whole area where I'm at here. There's all of there. So that's why there'd never be a wall there, because that's where I'm at. There's like a lot of relevant spots like all the way around it. It's just this section here that got ripped and it got flooded in. Right? Gotta love games where if you dip your waist in water, all your vitals just turn off. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So yes, as I'm rambling and talking, I'm still thinking in the back of my head, like, what do I do? Like, if World of Warcraft was like Call of Duty, in the sense that there's no grind, like, yes, there's attachment unlocks and all that, but if you're a good player, it won't matter if you've got attachments or not. You're still going to kick ass. There'd be no discussion. I would just be playing this game. You know what I mean? There would be no thought behind it. Wouldn't have to think about it. And when I say I'm getting bored of Call of Duty, I'm not talking about quitting the game completely. I'm talking about not playing it 4 or 5 hours a day. I can't play that game as often as I can this game. I get burnt out too easily for the day. It's only a game I can play for a little bit at a time is what I'm getting at. Whereas this game, I just don't get bored. That's my point that I was trying to get at. I might not have clarified that earlier. There, took my protein shake and now I'm 33.3% bigger. Maybe I can fuck this guy up. It's only one of them. And I only got like one skill. There we go. This is World of Warcraft. Reaper. But I'm only playing my trial character. Because I haven't paid to play my main account. Or, this is my main account, but I haven't paid to play my main characters, rather. I'm just kind of like talking, contemplating, like I'm still trying to figure out what to do for in-between games for streaming. Like I said, I don't mind Skater XL. Skater XL is still going to be one of those games that I like go to in between big title releases. Call of Duty is still going to be a game I play. They're not going to be the ones that I want to play for an entire hour or two at a time. That's what I'm getting at. And that's where, you know, World of Warcraft is so close to being perfect. Minus the part where it can be an awful grind. Especially when I'm trying to do other shit. Work out more. Walk more. Be more active. Play the guitar more often. It's hard to do that and keep up with WoW and all this other shit that I'm doing, right? You push someone in the water in the Red Dead 1, yeah, they don't even try to swim unless you run in the water and throw a fire bottle next to you. You can float for a little bit without diving if you're lucky. Your character will struggle. Try to stay afloat for a few seconds, but will faint after. Yep. I haven't played Red Dead 1 in a while. It's a good game. I heard rumors that they're going to come out with a remastered, with like the Red Dead Redemption 2 graphics. That would be something. See, even a game like that, I wouldn't mind revisiting a game like Red Dead Redemption 2 or Fallout. But that's what I'm getting at, though, right? When you're streaming. That's why these people like Asmongold will stick to World of Warcraft. He's been doing it since day one. That's his one game that he goes to. There's always something to do in that one game. Plus, people know what to expect from them. Nick Merckx, all these popular Call of Duty streamers that are good players, you know what to expect from them. Once in a while, sure, they might play another game, but 99% of the time, you know that they're going to play Call of Duty. It's that dynamic game because it's an online game, so it's never the same match twice. Same thing with sports again, like I was saying, which is why another thing I was thinking was maybe starting to play games like Madden, NBA 2K, FIFA, NHL, right? Some of those sports games. Not online, though, just to clarify. I would still be playing offline, but, whatever. Because like I said, Rich from Review Tech USA, he's a huge gamer. He used to game. Now he live streams, and it's just him, full screen. He doesn't even have a game going, because that's not what he does. But he averages 1,200 people per live stream. And all he does is what I'm doing, talk. So I know it's possible is what I'm saying, right? So sometimes I wonder, maybe I don't really need to stress out about what game I'm playing. I know people that live stream and they're not even playing a frickin' game. And they're not a stand-up comedian either. Right? I just want to go and get this one flight path. That's what I've been actually trying to do. I've been trying to do that for a very long time. So in here's the Shimmering Flats. We have a flight path down in here too. Except I'm not too motivated to go back in the water now because I don't have that thing for my mount to walk on water. But over there in the distance, this is Shimmering Flats. That's the opening to Tanaris Desert. In this area, there used to be a big massive quest hub. Huge quest hub. Oh man, the PvP I have done in this area. Man, if I would have live streamed or YouTube 15 years ago, I would have had thousands of hours on YouTube of footage of me kicking some real fucking ass. Hello, Rodriguez. How's it going? Yep, that's why Red Dead 2, they had to say that John Marston was scared of water considering he'd instantly die. Yeah, that's right. And Undead Nightmare DLC was cool. With the headless cheat, referring to headless zombies glitch. Oh, thanks. I am the man. How are you? Red Dead 1 sort of warrants a remaster, but I'd prefer they work on GTA 6. Unless it's a different team that works on it, yeah. Because there's like Rockstar San Diego, Rockstar North. They're subsidiaries of each other. Rockstar seems to be going down the same route as Bethesda. Eh. Keep all the outfits from the first game. And adding clothing customization and keep the characters in multiplayer and have custom characters as well. Undead Nightmare expansion for Red Dead 2 would be great. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Stotts, the other thing I was thinking too. Uh-oh. I have been found sneaking. Remember, these guys are level 15. City Builder. Games like City Skylines, Tropico. Maybe Crusader Kings if I can get a little bit better hang of it. Like those types of games or Civilization 6. You see where I'm going with this? So like maybe a mixture of sports games, real-time strategy games like Age of Empires or Civilization 6, like I just said, or Crusader Kings. Sometimes I wonder if maybe if I got into that genre of gaming for live streaming. Because no two games are ever the same, right? Whereas if I keep replaying Grand Theft Auto 5 single player, if I keep replaying Red Dead Redemption 2 single player, I'm not saying it's not fun, but it is always the same shit. It's not going to play out exactly the same, but the story will, right? Whereas like a sports game, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more dynamic in that aspect. So even though Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5 are open world games that are not linear, they still have a linear-ish play out to them, if that makes any sense. Right? Yeah, Diablo's a good game too that I've never really tired of. How would the camp work? For what? Females with forced smiles. Hello, 00890. And goodbye. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Mr. X, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it recently, but I have dumped in more hours than people would probably believe into Diablo. Yeah. Again, there's a random element to it with like adventure mode and all that, and how high can you go. Like in difficulty, you could play co-op with people. That kind of changes the whole thing, right? So if I were to stream something like that, that can make it a little bit more, I don't know if exciting is a bit too strong of a word, but, right? Like I said, if I were to replay Fallout all the time, like everybody knows Fallout, you know what I mean? Everybody knows Grand Theft Auto 5. Unless you're like stand-up comedian funny. You know what I mean? Like unless you're like Kevin Hart or The Rock or any of those guys, no one's going to really want to watch you play a half a decade old game, even if you're good at it, because it's been played out, right? But sports games have a lot of replay value. Tactical games, again, like maybe Tropico 6, even though that's a little bit more of a niche market. Crusader Kings 3, like I tried a couple times, but I felt like that was a little bit hard. What was the other one I was saying? Yeah, Tropico, City Skylines. I could see City Skylines kind of getting boring, though, because you're just watching a city grow. You're like, hey, what'd you do? I watched this dude talk, and buildings and shit were evolving. You know what I mean? Tropico has a little bit more, not depth, but it's just different. There's combat. You know what I mean? There's politics. It can be a little bit goofy and funny. There's nothing goofy and funny about City Skylines. Shit, I don't know if I can make it. Let me kill this snake. Oh, no. Don't you spit your venom on me. I don't want to die. Oh, shit, I'm gonna hit the fucking rock. Oh, that was close. Oh, boy. That felt good. The story of GTA 5 and Red Dead 2 are very linear. Yeah, you could play through them once on stream. Yeah, but then what? That's what I mean. You gotta do something else. Crusader Kings 3, which you've played, Stotts, you'll agree that that's a game that never plays out the same way twice. There's a lot of funny dialogue, but you have to be into that game. Thank you. I am very much blessed. You like Diablo as well? Some people know them more or less, or maybe haven't played them in a while, right? Hello, Naoya, the Beast. Dying Light would be a good game for stream. I've been playing that late. Yeah, it's a good game. I completely suck at it. Have you decided on... I haven't. Because again, that 10 or 15 bucks there, then I wanted to buy Warhammer Chaos Bane. It's on sale for like 12 bucks, the whole package. Warhammer Inquisitor's on sale for like $12 instead of like $100. There's City Skyline, Mayor Edition with all the DLC for $33. Tropico 6 is on sale. 30 bucks here, 15 bucks there. World of Warcraft, $20 a month. Tick, 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 and then my bank account becomes flat like a pancake. I've decided that I want to play it. I just haven't taken action to actually buy the game. Hey, Lornal, not too much. New Vegas is always good in my opinion. Yeah, you can free roam, fool around. Yeah, and that's what I mean too. Like, if you're funny... if you're a funny guy, you know, you could probably play games like New Vegas or Red Dead. Like, let's say you were good at doing voice impressions, you know, and I don't know, you were just goofy and you were just funny. At that point, it doesn't fucking matter what you play, right? No matter what you do, people are going to want to watch it, right? So. But again, with Crusader Kings 3, it would help if I actually owned the game. State of Decay 2. I am. But don't tell me what to do. Or you're gonna get the epic boom out of the stream. I'm a prick like that. I had 100 people in my live stream. I kicked all 95 others out. But yeah, CK3 is definitely different in every playthrough. Yeah, if people are like, hello, hey, dude, read my chats, my answer to that is fuck you. You'll find out that I'm a real asshole real fast. But I can also be the nicest guy with a lot of patience. But just because I got 5 people in my live stream does not mean I'm desperate to get a 6th person in, a 7th person in, right? I always tell people that you got to be careful. Doesn't mean you'll get a free pass. I know some streamers that have messaged me that are like, dude, I would have let him stay. I'm trying to get 10 people in my stream. I'm like, I'm not trying, that's the thing. I just want to let whatever happens naturally happen, right? It's all about quality over quantity. I've been streaming for half a year and it's always the same people that keep coming back to the point where all the people in the chat all know each other. You know what I mean? It's a small group, but we literally all know each other. Like, literally. Well, because I didn't get to it fast enough to his liking. Who's an ass? I mean, I try to be. Who's a donkey? Well, like I said, at least there's a word in a dictionary that describes who I am. But yeah, epic boom. You must have epic patience. Because I do, eventually, when I'm done my thought, 99% of the time, I do get to everybody. Especially when I'm playing a game like this, which is what I was explaining to people earlier. When I'm playing this game, whether there's PvP going on or not, it's very easy for me to keep up with the chat. You're lucky you didn't catch me, epic boom, when I was playing Call of Duty. You know why? Because you would have been like, hey, hello, notice me, I'm here, hi, how are you? And I wouldn't have seen you for like a good 10 minutes. Because when I'm in that zone and I'm playing Call of Duty, I can't keep looking at the stream. You know what I mean? I can do that in here because fucking nothing going on, right? You completely butchered my name. Well, if I'm a donkey's ass, like I said, if I ever find out, that might take me a while, it might not be worth the effort. If I ever do find the word that describes you, though, I'll get back to you. For sure. And if you're not around, I'll email it to you. Very few people will actually get that insult. I've been called things much worse than a donkey's ass. A donkey's ass has a lot of purpose. What would those donkeys do if they didn't have an ass? They wouldn't be able to sit. You know how painful that would be, having to be on your feet 24/7 without being able to sit on your ass? Oof. I tell you, man. One of the most useful things in the world is a donkey's ass, or anyone's ass for that matter. So I got the flight path, so that's good. Or that's another way to get my attention. Put my name in like that. It's like a big orange thing. Hello, Evelyn. How's it going? You'll have to email him every 2 minutes. Yeah, he butchered my name. I think I'm more upset about that than being the donkey's ass. Shit. Oh, and now we're in the WoW version of Chuparosa. I'm not going to pretend like I know what you just said there, Cody. I'm not that, but still, okay. I'm just saying, politely, and then I'll move on. But you do, no offense, need to chill out. I don't know if you've ever joined other people's streams. Like, How would Epic Boom Games do if he was in Dr. Disrespect's chat? Hello, I'm here. Read my messages, mofo. You know, like, could you imagine that? Because the chat in Dr. Disrespect's fucking live streams are like this. Brrr, it's like the Matrix. Fucking letters all over the place. You can't even make out what's going on. Right? Whereas at least in here, it's so small and slow, you can at least keep up with the chat. But anyhow, I didn't really do much at all. And I get that. It was more about the talking, hence mainly chatting, which is why I don't feel bad for what's going on in this live stream. I still enjoy doing shit like that, just like talking, not really doing much in the game. Because like I said, in the back of my mind, I'm still consulting with the people. You know, that kind of stuff. Now I'm going to do something weird that I like doing sometimes. I'm going to go on an epic flight all the way back to Orgrimmar, and I'm going to get myself those boots so that I can go on the water. So it's kind of like, it's like Flight Simulator, but it's like Wyvern Flight Simulator. Instead of an airplane. Right? No? Whatever. It's a beautiful view. I like it. See? Now I can pay attention to the chat. In a town, it's Red Dead Redemption 1. Yeah, especially girls, so that you can F them up. What? Why would you want to F up girls 24/7? God damn. The Matrix. Well, now I don't want there to be more people in the chat real name. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I mean, again, it'll probably never happen. It's okay to admit this. But in the unlikely event that I even average 30 people in a live stream, even 30 people, that's a lot of people when you truly think about it, in terms of being able to keep up with the conversations. I should have done what at the beginning? Pedro? Well, I wasn't able to fly. I just went to that location because it's just somewhere I wanted to go for a long time. Epic Boom, you are a little bit weird. Who likes to effing girls? That's just like... You know, I'm not the most mature person, but like... Yeah. That's a bit weird. So you can fly in this game. I just can't fly in this character because he's a low level, because I haven't paid to play the game like my high level characters. So in a lot of areas throughout the game, there's these flight paths that you can take and you can fly to all these different locations in the game. It's basically fast travel, except there's nothing fast about it. Yes, it's on auto flight. I picked a destination, and it's going to fly me there automatically. I don't have to do anything. Yeah. Stotts, I don't know if you're still in here. I'm trying to think, or anybody else for that matter. For streams, sometimes, games, Civilization versus... I don't know what the hell just happened. I mean, it told me I was hit with an anti-aircraft gunfire. But you can't get killed when you're on, like, a taxi flying thing. That was some really weird shit. I don't know what is. I know what fucking girls up is. What I don't know what is someone that comes in and has absolutely no fucking substance to their conversation. How fucked up is that? What you said. Who likes fucking girls up? Who the hell even says that? You're like 39 years old. You don't... Oh, trust me, I know what that is. The older I get, the more I realize there's that many more people out there that are just fucking weird. Like I said, I'm not the most mature person, but have you watched the shit that you've been saying? Like, it just makes no sense to me. Don't you just hate that every frickin' game now you gotta pay money in order to keep playing the game? Well, some games are like that, yeah. This is like an intro to a movie. Yeah, this is all AI done. Yeah, it's really well done for sure. Well, co-streaming, I was thinking that too, but I just meant like in general, because I'm struggling to find like a go-to game that can be kind of relaxing, where I don't have to like, you know what I mean? Turn-based games are great for that, like Civilization 6. Whereas Crusader Kings 3 happens in real time. Does it? Oh my god, I don't remember. No, Crusader Kings 3 is turned base? Oh my god, it's been a while. I play on a lot of things. Nintendo Switch, PS5, PC. This game is on PC though. Oh, that's what it is. For some reason, I thought it was turn-based. I thought Europa Universalis was turn-based. Well, you can just fly in this game. So there is a thing you can do with engineering. And by the way, I'm going to end the stream in like 2 minutes because it's already 10 o'clock. But yeah, there's a thing you can do in the game. Where you can basically glide. If you don't have like a flying mount. Or you can just get a flying mount fairly early in the game. It doesn't take that long. And then you can just fly. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, I have played Microsoft Flight Simulator before. It doesn't run well on my computer. Again, I did that when the game was hyped and it first came out. That was pretty much... That's pretty much all I did for a long while. Oh, there it is. See? Just like Clark Kent with Superman. Mr. Clean here can go incognito. Can wear the toque, the black rim glasses. Or I can wear the low profile glasses. Well, first of all, thanks for assuming that I'm Eastern time. I guess it gives it away there at the bottom right, but then again, I think my pumpkin head's in the way. I eat the bed bugs. That's how I get my protein at night. Well, if it's about fucking girls up, I'd rather not hear the story. Yeah, so again, I do have on Game Pass, for another couple of months, I do have Crusader Kings 3 on PC, obviously, because it's not on console. So I do have that. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you really quick. Bam. There's a couple of games I'm wondering if some of you people have played it, because they're pretty cheap. Fuck, I'm itchy tonight. All right, let's do this. Let's go to the store. Right here. They better still be on. Yes, they are. So these are Diablo-like games, and I get they might not be as good. And some cat skulls came along. Speaking of skulls, that's my new skull I got today. Real green jade. Yep. I don't know who the person used to be that was really small, but I now have his head. All right, that was really cringy. Yeah, Epic Games is definitely not good. Epic Boom Games, he's walking on thin ice. Mm-hmm. Okay. This game, Warhammer and Warhammer Chaos Bane. I don't know if anybody's played these games, but they're on a pretty big sale. $14 Canadian instead of $94. In the 40K universe, it's kind of Diablo 3-ish, right? It could be something half decent, for $13, get an entire game with all the content. This game is 1 year newer. Same kind of style, but instead of being in the 40K universe, it's in the Chaos Bane universe. I don't know. But I have to admit, I think I like the area of this more. This reminds me more of Diablo. Like the actual aesthetic of the location is a lot more Diablo-ish in terms of looks and feel, like all the dungeons and all that. Some people say the game is kind of shallow. A lot of people compare it to Diablo 3. But I'm wondering if it could be something half decent again for a mere $13. It's 80% off. That's what I'm getting at. Any gun damn games? Gun damn game? I'd get into the Warhammer tabletop if it didn't look so expensive. I have 40K Dawn of War 3, but never. Oh, okay. Epic Boom. Who in the blue pineapple are you talking to? Well, this one contains everything, like I said, for $14. But yeah, tabletop looks kind of fun. I play Magic the Gathering as well, the actual card game. I actually play it solo. This one's a lot more like sci-fi-ish. I don't know much about the 40K world, but a lot of guns and pew pew and shit like that. Some people say this game's a little bit more full, but I mean, $13. I was thinking, could be a half decent game. I don't know. Nice. I didn't know. Oh, I've been playing Magic the Gathering since '93. We have a lot more in common than I realized. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? He hands some bugs, but they were surely buns. I am so confused by what Cody and Epic Booms are talking about. But yeah, so I'm into games like Civilization, like you are, Crusader Kings 3, Warhammer Tabletop, Magic the Gathering, the card game. Not too much, actually, getting ready to end the stream. I've been streaming for a while. Wasn't too sure what to do. Kind of been contemplating what to do. I've been wanting to get maybe Tropico 6. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I was tempted to try one of these games. It's like a Diablo 3-ish kind of game. They're really cheap. They're 80 and 85% off. So that's like a really wicked deal. Could have been something different, but if Diablo 3 is just better overall, then I'm probably better off taking that time I would be playing these games and just playing Diablo 3 kind of thing. Hey dude, play Ark Survival Evolved. I've already dumped over 1,000 hours into that game. It can be a good game to play. Live streaming, not so much. You really got to pay attention when you're like taming animals and all that. You get distracted in the chat, man. Something could happen and you lose something you took like dozens of hours trying to tame. Do you know of any good racing games that are coming out in the future? Not in the future, no. I do not. I like Forza Motorsport for a track racer. Horizon is pretty decent. Need for Speed Heat, I'm enjoying a lot. The new Dirt 5, it's a good game. I don't know. I'm just kind of having a bit of a hard time getting into it. I kind of actually prefer some of the older Dirts with the real rally racing in them a little bit more. Motorsport 8, yeah. Yeah, but then you would end up complaining. You see what I did there? I don't really watch YouTubers because I'm too obsessed with watching myself, trying to improve and spend time with people. Mm. I like Boogie2988, Dr. Disrespect. Sometimes Markiplier, sometimes he gets on my nerves. But I don't really watch them too much. I sometimes let their playlists play in the background when I'm having lunch or something. Kind of help be a part of supporting them, right? Being that extra click, that playtime, like they need it. But if everybody does their part, it can make a difference. So they're probably the two main people that I enjoy. I don't really know a lot of anybody else. Or I do, but I find them annoying. So I'd just rather not watch them. I'd rather watch, you know, paint dry. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Nice. Yeah, SnowRunner. I've dumped hundreds of hours into that game. Streaming wise, Phil, where'd that come from? Cody. You mean who's my favorite YouTuber streaming wise or just in general? But anyways, I've already said it. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect. Boogie2988. So anyways, has anybody played these games? Yeah, Jerry Rig everything. I think it was it you or somebody else that mentioned him. Yeah, there's a lot of right. There's a lot of decent YouTubers. I just don't have a lot of time to myself. I barely have time for me to do all the things I want to do in a day, let alone to spend it watching somebody else get rich and famous on YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, right? Like I just don't have the time. Sometimes I go to bed, I grab my old iPhone and I jot notes down. What game should I talk about? What video should I upload? I could be watching all these other YouTubers. I'm like, yeah, I don't think Dr. Disrespect needs my view right now. You know, he's got 30, 40,000 people in his live stream. I think he can do without me right now. Right? I'm like, let me help me right now. So I end up not watching a lot of people at all. Yeah, see, I respect Angry Joe. I've got nothing against him. He's just not my style. Yeah, Mr. Beast is cool. I don't watch him. Super awesome guy, for sure. Yeah, Angry Joe show's got his thing. For video game reviewers, I like Carrick from ACG bringing you reviews that aren't 2 minutes long or filled with sponsored bullcrap. That dude is awesome. ACG, fucking awesome game reviewer. You know who else is amazing and he's funny? Worth a Buy. So his name is Mac, but his channel is just called Worth a Buy. And he'll always be like, "We are playing Warhammer. Let's read the words of the developers. And then he uses that like little bell, you know, like when you're waiting in line at a store and you're like, ding, 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 ding. And I'll be like, what the fuck kind of shite is this? Ding, 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 ding. And he's fucking hilarious. Sometimes I'll listen to one of his random videos just because I want to hear him talk. You know you're funny when. I don't care what game he's talking about. I just want to hear him talk for a minute because he's funny. So he's another guy I really like. But not a lot of people know him. Playing Resident Evil 2 and I beat it. I'm on Resident Evil 3 and 4. Think about what you like and what you enjoy the most. You could display that on YouTube. Oh, yeah, for sure. So I'm guessing no one's played these games. I know I keep going on about it, but I'm assuming no one's played these. I'm really trying to figure out if it's worth. See, RGT85 is a cool guy. It's funny you mentioned him. I was just talking to him to my buddy earlier. He's a really cool guy. There's just no sugarcoating it. I can't listen to him for too long. He gets on my nerves. There's no nice way of putting it. Super cool dude. Doesn't mean he's a bad guy. But he gets on my nerves. His friend, I'd rather listen to. And when I say his friend's name, RGT85's friend's name, you'll be like, oh, okay, you're into, okay. Spawnwave. You guys know that channel? Spawnwave, RGT85, they're all friends that used to have like a channel together, I think. Yeah, Spawnwave. Right? No, think about it for a second. It's not an insult. I'm not trashing. Are you kidding me? RGT85 could fart for 5 seconds and get more views in that 2 seconds than I will in an entire month. You know what I mean? Like, the dude's doing good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating him. I'm just being blunt. Right? YouTube, a lot of it is about personalities, right? Everybody's doing the same goddamn shit. If you're not going to do it differently, then you better have a unique personality that people want to come back to. RGT85, straight up, is a guy I respect. He's good at what he does. I just can't bear to listen to him. I can't do it. I'm an asshole. I will listen to a guy like Linus Tech Tips. I'll listen to a guy like Rich from Review Tech USA, Spawnwave, Dr. Disrespect, Mr. Beast. Get it? You know who's the number one guy in the world? Thank you. You know who's the number one guy in the world I can't stand? But again, I respect the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy and all this stuff. But when I see him sometimes, I'm just like, huh. Again, it's all about that personality, right? And clearly he's doing something right. I'm not taking that away from him. Dude's got millions. Millions. Like, holy shitballs of subscribers. He's like a third of the way up to catching up to PewDiePie. And I'm just like, when I see him, you know, I just wish I was deaf. I don't know if anybody can guess who that could be. When I say he's popular, I'm saying this guy's got like 20 times more subs than all these YouTubers we've been talking about combined. He's got like 15 times more subscribers than Dr. Disrespect on YouTube. The dude is huge. And he makes me wish I was deaf. But I respect him. You see what I'm saying? I don't like country music, but I respect country music artists because I write music. I'm a musician. I can still respect the artist, but that doesn't mean I have to enjoy their art. Get it? There's a huge difference. No, not PewDiePie. No, I said he's a third of the way up to being as big as PewDiePie. I just want to see if anybody can guess. He's got about 30 million subscribers, I think. I think it's 30 million. He's huge. He's like a massive game. Like he makes Angry Joe, like in terms of subs, he makes Angry Joe Show and all these other people we've been naming, even Dr. Disrespect, look like nothing. I don't know who that is. I'll just tell you. Oh man, this guy drives me nuts. Jack Septic Eye. I can't do it. I'd rather listen to RGT85 all day than listen to Jacksepticeye for 10 seconds. That doesn't mean he's bad. It's all about the personality. I can't do it. You did. Absolutely. But anyways, those are people, like I said, that I still respect, but I can't stand. It's not an insult again. I don't know if you guys know Jacksepticeye. Very, very popular YouTuber. The Rad Brat I like. He's a guy that you don't see, but he's just got that energy to him. He's not trying too hard because he's not trying. He's just being himself. He's just like, hey guys, all right, I appreciate you all. Let's get into this. But he doesn't overdo it. It's like the perfect blend of excitement, right? Where it's not annoying and you want to like bitch slap him 10 times. He's not good at games. He's not bad at games. He's just whatever. But his personality, literally, he's got like 10 million subs. He's probably the only Let's Play guy that I like, and he gets like millions of views per video. Hey, Kobe, how's it going? Holy shitball, it's getting late. Anyways, I'm gonna do this on my own, I think. Stotts, I don't know if you ran off somewhere, but I'm gonna have to practice a little bit on Crusader Kings 3. Like I said, in closing, for the few people that are in here, I'm not done playing Call of Duty, even though I ranted about that earlier. I was merely expressing that I am getting bored of Call of Duty in the sense of only playing it in a stream. Like if I'm streaming for an hour, hour and a half, I can't Call of Duty for an hour and a half. I can't do it. I just cannot. It's too intense. It's too like, you know what I mean? It's too much. I can't keep up with the chat. I'll be ignoring the chat 3/4 of the time. It's not the kind of thing I want to do. Civilization 6. I'm sure people know the Civilization franchise. Maybe Diablo here and there. Maybe some Tropico 6 because it can have a bit of combat. I'm still going to go back to Skater XL on PC sometimes just to kind of like noodle around. I might do some of that. City Skylines, again, I really do like the game, but I feel like Tropico 6 might be a little bit more entertaining stream wise than City Skylines. There's like kind of like a different dynamics going on there. These I thought could have been fun. There's co-op. Oh, State of Decay 2 on PC. Mind you, it's got crossplay. I own that game on Steam. So even though I don't have an Xbox, if anybody ever wants to play State of Decay 2, that is a game that I frequently play. I suck at the game, but it's going to sound bad, but if you want to suck with me in the game, that's cool. That way I'm not the only laughing stock there. That's a fun game that I enjoy going back to. Same thing with Diablo 3. That could be a co-op game. I play that on PS4, PS5. Cody, you have State of Decay 2? I like Farm Simulator. Again, almost every game can be good for a stream if the people are into that game. Some games are very niche like. Do you know what I mean? So in closing, what I want to stream, still Call of Duty, still Skater XL, some sports games, so like your FIFAs, your Madden footballs, your NBA 2Ks, maybe some wrestling. WW 2K20, I've got a universe mode going on PS5. It's super fast with the SSD. No loading times, no intros, no music, nothing, just straight action for wrestling. That could be okay. Again, I'm thinking Civilization 6, Age of Empires, real-time strategy-ish turn-based games, maybe some Tropico. As you can tell, I haven't bought the game. It's on sale. It's $33 instead of 80. And again, I'm contemplating on these two games. Oh, this is another online game that's popular, I think, Hunt Showdown. It's $26 instead of 50. Not overly. Resident Evil 3, I'm not much into because I'm weird. I don't like usually playing a game where you can only be a girl. I'm not sexist. It just I portray myself in the game. I'm huge on character customization, which probably surprised a lot of people why I could play The Last of Us Part 2. That's a different game. That's a gem. You know what I mean? No one fucks with my Ellie and my Joel. You know what I mean? That was different. That was sentimental. That was touchy. So I could easily make a pass for that. Um, but yeah, generally I can't do that. Sounds good, Anthony. No, I don't really like Beetlejuice. It seemed a little bit weird. Not my kind of thing. Stotts, which one would you recommend between Warhammer Chaos Bane or Inquisitor, or neither of them? And do you enjoy Civilization 6? Did you have that on Steam? And one day, to be really goofy, I'm thinking, because this, you want to see the chat drop down to like one concurrent viewer? The day I come in and I just want to sit here and show you my Magic the Gathering cards. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like horror games. I love Resident Evil 7, the remake of 2. Remake of 2 was amazing because Jill and Leon both had their own story. That's what I'm into. Whereas Resident Evil 3, it was all about Claire. Is that her name? The girl? And I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to have her spotlight. I don't want people taking this the wrong way. Same thing with Tomb Raider. I have nothing against that. I think that's awesome. Or Horizon Zero Dawn. I think those are fantastic. I can't do it. It's very, like I said, The Last of Us Part 2 was the only exception. I can't do it. I'm too in that geeky RPG visualization of playing that character. So you can imagine how much fun I had playing God of War. Get it? Bald dude, minus the beard and whatever. I had a blast playing that, right? So if I'm playing a wrestling game and I'm playing as like Stone Cold Steve Austin, get it? Shaved, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like I'm kind of huge on that. So yeah, so no, I wouldn't really be able to play Resident Evil 3 unless there was a mod that allowed me to play as Carlitos or Carlos or whatever his name is, the dude that's in that game. I never played the original for more than 20 minutes. Yeah, Civilization 6, you have it on Sim as well. Yeah. Right. Can Civilization 6 be played co-op without the person attacking me? Is that possible? Because those are some of the games I'd like to be able to play co-op. So let's go through that again. There's State of Decay 2 is a game I could see myself like returning to. State of Decay 2 co-op. Diablo 3 co-op. Those are games I would absolutely do. I would still play Marvel Avengers. I still haven't leveled up all my guys and maxed out their gear. And even if I did, it's hanging out, right? Whether there's a pandemic or not, you get to meet people from all around the world, especially on YouTube. And especially with small streams under 10 people, you get a couple people, joining in on a game. You're just shooting a shit virtually. You know what I mean? You come together in the game. I find that fun. I find that relaxing as well. I'm not always about the fast-paced Call of Duty Like I said, I love the game to death, Call of Duty. I love it. But I cannot just play a high intense game like that. I have to be able to pause the game, step away from the game, and do what I'm doing now, which is like nothing, just talking. You have no respect for that Avengers game, eh? Now, can you co-op like officially to where you're like officially a team, or can they still turn on you and you just hope they don't? Because I'm not a good player, right? But I have the game on PS5 as well. Torchlight 3 I heard sucks compared to 2. Can anybody chip in on this? I know there's only I know this is going to sound selfish, but I have to admit I wish there was like about 100 people in here right now. Just so I could hear from a few people if they know about Hunt Down as a co-op online game. If that's fun because it looks fun. And between these two games, which ones would I enjoy the most? I mean, $13 isn't like a lot of money to be honest with you. I could buy both these Warhammer games for only like $5 more than what it would cost to play World of Warcraft for 1 month. World of Warcraft is like $22 a month. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not too good at math, but I could get these for like 27 bucks for both games. Right? So even if they end up kind of being crap, hey, Delirious Milkshake. Hey, how's it going? Milkshake. It wouldn't be a total loss. I'm just at a point where I'm being a little bit of a miser. I'm really trying to save up on some money because if I end up ever having to rebuild a computer from the ground up, which will probably have to happen, I'm guessing within the next year, I have to have roughly $1,800 easily put aside, right? So there's going to come a point where that's going to be difficult for me to save up all that money. I don't like Mortal Kombat at all. I'd rather play like WWE 2K or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on Switch. I'm having a bit of a mental breakdown. No, it's because I love World of Warcraft and I'm struggling. I'm trying to figure out between these two games which one I should maybe buy between these two Warhammers. I've been debating on getting Tropico 6 because I played it on Steam when it had a free weekend and it was kind of fun. It's got a little bit of combat. It's not as heavy into the building of a city like City Skylines, but it could be a little bit more dynamic for like streaming. I'm talking streaming. I still want Skater XL, Call of Duty to be some of the games that I go to in a stream, but I want like a small handful of like genres of games that I can fall back on when there is no Cyberpunk that's brand new coming out. There is no Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like all those games are dead now. Watch Dog Legion. I'm probably never going to stream that again. You know what I mean? Those games are done now. I beat the game. We saw it. I showcased them. I've answered all the questions that need answering about them to help people decide whether or not they want to buy the game. That's another reason I live stream, right? It's like a live review. You get to come in and say, hey, can you show me this, that, the other thing? After that, it's done. I'm not just going to twiddle my thumbs and ignore YouTube for a month because there's only one game coming out, like Hitman. That's all that's going on this entire month of January. I don't want to just sit idly by and let my views and my money go down the toilet. So I want to be able to fall back on like Skater XL as a go-to, play for a couple minutes. Maybe play some Call of Duty, maybe play a couple rounds, right? And then after that, maybe like a sports game, like I kept saying. Like I got all the PS5 versions except for NHL because it doesn't exist. Like FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K, right? Sports games are very dynamic, right? They're very like repetitive, but like good repetitive, right? So there's that. There's games like Age of Empires or Civilization or Tropico or Crusader Kings, like those types of strategy turn-based ish games I want to be able to fall back onto. Uh, I probably wouldn't because for the first time in my life, I'm going to build a PC, but I'm not actually going to be physically responsible for putting the parts together. I don't have the patience. I'm going to end up keeping this computer because I'm going to have a computer for me to keep doing YouTube. I'm going to end up just ordering the parts at the store at Canada Computers in Canada, and I'm just going to be like, just put the shit together. I don't need that satisfaction of I put that screw in there. I don't give a shit about that. I just want them to do it. It barely costs $50 on a $2,000 computer for them to put it together. It's really nothing for me to spend an extra $50. It might be 70 max Canadian. And then when it's ready, I just go and pick it up, and within the hour I come home, boom, there's my new computer. I pull out my graphics card, I put it in the new computer, boom, life carries on. Do you be collecting necklace? No. Rephrase what, sorry? Just make sure to have the game chat off if you decide to play State of Decay 2, I can begin to ask. Huh? If we ever play State of Decay 2, you said, and I quote, make sure to have the game chat off because you can begin to ask a lot of questions. So then just don't ask a lot of questions. I'm so confused right now. Or you can ask them in here. And do I want to rephrase what, sorry? Yeah, I'm like, I completely missed that. Rephrase what exactly? What I was saying about building a computer? Did it not make sense what I said? Man, I am so like on the fence. I just don't know what game to get.
My esteemed Presidente.
You got I didn't kick you out. I think I played a predator hunting game before. I think it was all right. How's it going, Vader? Chat above what I said. Are you going to build the PC? That part? Sorry, I'm like really tired and I'm like completely lost. If you're asking me to rephrase what I was saying, I was just saying that I'm going to pay a store to put my computer parts together for the first time in my life. The necklace thing, you're asking about my chain? Lornell was saying you'd be collecting necklaces. This is just an old sterling silver chain that I have with one of my crystal skulls on it. It's a tiger's eye crystal. Yeah, I might just have to go to bed and think about it, to be honest. I can't think. I can't decide what I want to do. Like I said, I do have a few games that I know I'm going to fall back on, like when I'm streaming and stuff, like some fairly laid back games. I'll still do Call of Duty a little bit here and there. I just can't full time just do Call of Duty. I've realized after today that I absolutely cannot do that. I don't really collect necklaces, no. I just have this one or two necklaces, and I just have the little crystal skull made out of tiger's eye. This one that I'm looking at here is, man, my eyes are itchy. Is Tropico 6. It can actually be a fun game. It's kind of like a Sim City-ish, but it's got a political twist to it, and you can have a little bit of combat. It's not like in-depth combat, but you could still see your little dudes running around, your little bonums, and you can still fight, guerrilla fighters that try to come in and damage your town. It can be pretty cool. It's not too bad, and it's on sale. Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm sorry, Stotts. Have you played Tropico 6? Well, I'm not super tired. I'm more mentally drained. I'm not like tired in the sense of like I feel like I'm falling asleep. I'm more like I definitely need to get off the stream. I don't have a lot of time left before I do go to bed. No way. Yeah, so I'm going to think about either buying this game or upgrading my city skyline to have all the DLC. Yeah. Yeah, Tropico 6, again, for the type of game that it is, can be cool. And again, these I'm going to have to research more on my own. The Warhammer 40K and the Chaos Bane, like they're pretty cheap. So even if they end up being a dud, it's really not that big of a loss. I'm just at a point this year where I'm kind of panicking. I don't think my YouTube's going to be doing that well. And I don't want to spend too many $14, $20 here and there on nothing if they're just going to end up getting flushed down the toilet. Because after a couple of months, 15, $20 here, it can add up. Which is why I haven't renewed my World of Warcraft subscription. Sure, it's $20, but $20, it could still add up. Don't forget now, I don't work. I'm on disability. Don't forget that. That's my primary source of income. And they take pretty much half of what I make on YouTube. So don't think I'm making all these big bucks here, right? I've considered buying it though. Tropico is free on Game Pass, yeah. You know, that's a good question. Let me check before I go to bed because I have Game Pass. I got it for 3 months for $1. Let me see. I mean, I know how the game plays. Nope. You cannot play any Tropico. There is absolutely zero Tropicos whatsoever on the Microsoft Store. Oh, you're single again, Milkshake? Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm really oh, I didn't even switch. Anyways, doesn't matter. I switched the screen for a minute to check. I thought you could see it, but it doesn't matter. I just looked up Tropico. It's not on the list at all. Yeah, I'll just have to go to bed, relax, and I'll look at these two games some more. I'll watch some more gameplay. I think it's more I'm afraid of buying it and I'll be done within 2 or 3 days. I bought Cyberpunk for $80. I played it hard for like 3 or 4 days. And then I completely dropped it for a couple of reasons. I ruined my game save by making myself too powerful. I was one-shotting everything. I used a trainer and I maxed out all my points and it just made it boring even on hard difficulty. There was like no challenge. And the game lags and it's playable, but it lags, then I'm overpowered and I'm just like, eh. So it completely ruined it for me. So it's like $80 down the toilet. I tried to get a refund, couldn't do it because I had already cranked in like 50, 60 hours into the game. God of Warriors. I can't think right. That PS4 game? God of War, you mean? Oh, that's cool. Milkshake. But yeah, I'm going to head off. Like I said, I'm just kind of like stuck here. Oh, the Warriors? Might have to look into that. Is that old PS2 game? Because there's a game from like the 90 or early 2000 called The Warrior. I played The Division actually. I liked The Division a lot. That's a good point. The Division 2 is a great game. It's too much of a time sink. I played a mission on stream a couple of weeks ago around Christmas time. It took me 2.5 hours to do it, and I almost couldn't do it. It's almost impossible to solo. It was very frustrating, but the base premise of the game, the Division 2, I had almost contemplating having that as my main online go-to game. And it got ruined with me trying to do the Warlords of New York campaign on my own. It was absolutely atrocious how difficult it was. It was fucking ridiculous. Well, I mean, Metal Gear is a cool game. I've already dumped 400 hours into that game. It's more games that like are never the same when you play them twice. So Tropico 6, Civilization 6. Any game that ends in 6. No. Uh Sports games. State of Decay 2, co-op. That kind of thing. Man, my voice is going. So, yeah, like I said, that's something I might do tomorrow. I might freshen up on my skills. I might play some NBA, some basketball, or FIFA and hockey tomorrow a little bit. Juggle around some of the sports games. Like I said, I'll still play Call of Duty, just maybe not as much. Fully, truthfully, honestly, I kind of enjoy the game better on my own without streaming it, to be honest with you, without all the distractions and all that shit. Uh, Plus, my computer can run it a lot better when I'm not streaming, anyways. So, yeah. Dead Rising's like, it's a fun game. I've kind of played it. I'm looking more for like those games that you can just infinitely replay, like Diablo 3. It's always got something to do, right? With like adventure mode or a sports game or those other games I just mentioned, or even Crusader Kings 3, except I don't own that game. I have it on Game Pass for now. And I just missed out on the sale on Steam to buy it. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed now, figure it out, relax in bed, and I'll just start looking at more gameplay of these games, try to figure out, should I even bother with any of these games, even though they're only $13, or do I feel like I'm going to uninstall them within a week? Then obviously it's not worth me buying, right? So, but yeah. All right, thanks for stopping by. I'll probably be around tomorrow, around, if I decide to stream, probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as always, Eastern Time. And I'm going to spend tonight and tomorrow throughout the day, when I get some time, to think about whether or not I want to bother with any of these games, and if I want to pull the trigger and buy Tropico 6. If I think that it could be like a game like Civilization 6, where I think I could get like a lot of gameplay out of it for the money. But yeah. All right, you two, take it easy. And like I said, I shall be around tomorrow.